Well, what's the crack? And welcome to the Proud Craic Podcast with me, Damien McCaul. Pronouns a proud cisgender Irishman coming to you on my very first ever podcast. I'm really excited to have you with me, and I'm hoping that you can join me for my whole series to follow with many episodes to come. So please do like and follow where you can. So we're here today to launch our podcast with a fantastic first guest. Our inaugural guest is the wonderful Jenny. So, hi, Jenny. Who you are? Oh, sorry. So, who are you exactly? And what's the crack?
Hi, Damien. Thanks for having me on. I'm delighted to be here at the pilot inaugural episode of the Proud Craic Podcast. I'm Jenny Deane. I am an organizer of Newry Pride, and my pronouns are she, her, and the crack is 90.
Fantastic. For those of you that are listening and not watching us on YouTube, I am wearing a black t shirt and it's got a holographic two-word phrase which says proud every day and it's in rainbow colors. And yourself, Jenny?
That's very snazzy, Damien. I'm wearing a black Newry Pride 2024 t-shirt with the little Progress Pride flag in the shape of the island of Ireland.
Yeah, and it looks fabulous too. Excellent. So I think that's a wonderful segue into why we've got you on as our first guest. So you're here representing Newry Pride. So tell us a bit more then.
Yeah, chief organizer at Newry Pride. But this is our second year running the festival. I am part of LGBT Women's Group Newry. So we started just as a women's social board game and pint group, basically, as a social space for LGBT women in this area. Because there was no pride here since 2019, we sort of decided to bring it back because we missed it. And we're very lucky to get some funding from the Community Lottery Fund to bring it back quite big. Yeah, so I'm a very busy person these days.
I'm sure you are, yes. And this is the Proud Crack podcast. And I know we're talking about pride and we're going to find out a bit more on the history of that. But tell me this, Jenny, what makes you proud?
Be here. I'm proud to be yeah, living my best gay life in Newry City. Um yeah. Many years ago I never thought I would be doing that kind of thing. Here proud to be a young LGBT Irish person living their best gay life and I'm having a ball. And yeah, proud of you for you've got your
Oh,
podcast launched, so well done.
thanks very much. I did not pay you to say that.
No, changed hands in the making of this podcast.
As I literally do not have any money. I think we're all feeling that way. Wonderful. And you actually kind of stole my line because I was going to say what makes me proud. And I don't blame you because you're right. I Well, yeah, I'm proud of your answer that you gave for mine because I am proud of myself and launching this podcast. Thank you. But yes, I've been doing a lot of pride related things and queer related things for about half my life. And it's been away from home. And to be home doing something like this is just wonderful. And I am very proud of myself. Um, so I mentioned about being homes. We heard a little bit there about Newry Pride. So can you give us a bit of history about Pride? I know you told us about how it came about, but can you add a bit more to that?
Yeah, so I guess part of it is about being home. So during COVID, we were all stuck at home and realized we couldn't travel. Like when in the past, if we wanted to go to LGBT spaces, we would have had to travel to Belfast or to Dublin, and I would have spent a lot of time down in Dublin. And we just couldn't do that. So we're sort of looking around saying what's in Newry and realised the answer is very little. And so our group kind of started inspired by those groups in Belfast and Dublin who were doing good things and creating communities and social events for people. Um, I kind of hustled a few friends together to help to create this LGBT women's group because we needed that social space here and to not have to leave to find it, to have it on our doorstep. And I kept meeting people who were saying, "Oh, there's just nothing for us here." And the old Newry Pride and Rainbow Committee had sort of disappeared here a bit. And yeah, I think everybody was waiting for somebody to bring it back. And then we were like, well, maybe this time this somebody is us. And if we don't do it, nobody else is doing it. So let's step up. And we've gone from there.
Fantastic. You say quite lightly as if it's like, oh, we just did this, 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 and this.
Got a big funding very unexpectedly and very early in our existence. That really helped us to become, what we are today. I suppose we had applied for a little funding and thought we'll have a little pride party, we'll have a disco, we'll have some kind of because we were just a social group and we were like, well, maybe we can do some lottery fund. It gave us quite a lot of funding last year, so we were able to re-establish Pride basically with that budget and make it something really exciting, because it was really exciting way back in 2019 was a huge.
Oh, yes, the one with Claire from Steps.
It was actually nothing for years.
So you're not a bit intimidated then about bringing it back then?
Yes, but also we didn't really have a choice then, because we were like we were have to spend it or lose it.
Fair enough.
How to do what we had to then do, but we found out very quickly, because it was like, okay, we've got 4 months to put on a huge show and a huge event. But like, I've been to a million prides in my many years on earth, and I've worked on festivals and different kind of, like, we had a good team that all had different skills to bring to the table. So we did our best, mucked in, and got it done, and it was great. And hopefully the same will be said about Newry Pride 2025.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I can help in some shape or form, even if it's to just raise awareness of the amazing work that you're doing. I also was involved in a number of prides over in England and Scotland. And yeah, it takes a lot of work goes on behind the scenes that people aren't aware of. But when it's done right and you've got the right people around you, it's amazing, and it doesn't feel like work a lot of the
Yeah.
times.
Like, it's
Mhm.
kind of, you have to keep your hat on a wee bit of responsibility and health and safety, of course, but then it's a nice atmosphere, environment working.
And I know you've been doing a few different activities and things to raise funds for the big day. So what have you been up to?
We've had a big gay night with
Oh, yes.
drag and burlesque and all kinds of things that Newry should have much more of, but hasn't really had a lot of, except for Pride last year. So we want to start doing more of that kind of thing. Big discos, gay nights, all that fun. We had a quiz run by PBP, People Before Profit Party in Newry, and they just wanted to help us kind of fundraise for Pride. So that was really welcome and appreciated. We all went down for a bit of crack. And then the next thing is a quiz in the bank on the 7th of August, and then the actual Pride festivities will kick off on the 17th with the Newry Pride 5K.
Brilliant. So there's loads happening, and as you say, you can hear, well, we can get more information online about that. And you brought us up then to the big day itself. So tell us a bit more about what's happening on Newry Pride Parade.
Keys at 1 o'clock, and it's going to be really good fun. We've got some added flair this year, and a wee bit more sparkle to bring to the table. And then we have a very exciting concert in Market Square, and it has Soak, it has Tramp, it has Bishop, Belfast Queer Choir, and the local folk sensation, trad folk sensation, Claire Sands. So
Oh, fantastic. Brilliant. I know you've got some family events and different things going on as well, so people can also come watch you in the parade, but can also do a bit of celebrating in Market Square. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be it's family friendly parade and concert. There will be activities and things for younger people or people who are bringing their kids along. But it will be just colourful and good crack. And there's a wee bar for the adults. If you want to have a wee pint, then I think the over 18s part of the part of the event will happen that night in the Whistling Donkey in Newry, where we have drag and burlesque and more just a bit more spicy.
All right, okay. Well, I did see some of the burlesque at the big gay night, the big queer night, and it was fabulous. So I wouldn't mind a bit more of that. That'd be fun. Um, well, it sounds great. Before we wrap up, just a question. I noticed that what with Newry Pride now being fabulously led by women, which is amazing. Can you kind of fill in the space there as to is if you want to get involved, you have to be a woman yourself, or
No, we have this group, but yeah, we do get asked this a bit. No, Pride and the LGBT events, the gay nights and things are for everybody, and we want that. Like, we started as a women's group just because that's what we were. We kind of were just a group of women who wanted more social life and more opportunities to meet and network and things amongst ourselves, really, and the wider lesbian, bisexual women's community. So we've done that. But Pride is a whole for the whole community and the whole umbrella, and then we love everybody to get stuck in, even people who aren't gay. Come and volunteer, show your allyship. It's important, like, that we see, and young people growing up maybe scared to come out or things like that, or scared to be themselves, know that, like, they're safe and it's a welcoming place, and um that it takes everybody to show that, from parents and friends and cousins and everybody, workplaces, to come out and get stuck in whatever you can do.
brilliant. Sounds great. So thanks so much, Jenny, for joining us on the first episode or the inaugural episode of the Proud Craic podcast. Thanks again. And do join us again when Jenny will be telling us a bit more about Newry Pride and why it's still important that we have Pride. And we'll also be having a bit of fun talking about our cracking what did I call it again? Our cracking cultural recommendations. Thank you, Jenny. The first time we're doing it, but it's going to catch on and it's going to be great and we're going to have a great time. So thanks everybody for tuning in and do keep an eye out for the next episode to give us a like and a follow, as they say, um, currently on Spotify and YouTube. And I hope you can join me for the crack next time. And remember, stay proud.
Stay proud.
Thanks. Bye bye.